Okay, hi, this is Varna Shetty. She is currently working at Deloitte and she so happens to be the NEEV coordinator, was the NEEV coordinator of NEEV 2010 and she was also part of NEEV 2009. So she's going to share a few experiences with us about her whole experience with NEEV and little things about symbiosis also. So, how does it feel back to be on campus?
It feels fabulous. I mean, there's nothing like being back to campus.
Okay.
So always feels good. Just that too many new faces and I don't see the familiar faces anymore. But it's good to be back. Good to be back in the NEEV room.
Okay. So, but this was not the
This
same
was not the same NEEV room, but the feel is here. So there's NEEV 2012, there's NEEV 2011.
So how many members do you have back?
So in NEEV 2009, we were a really huge team, about 10 seniors and 6 juniors.
Okay.
Last year we were about 6 and 6. So
Okay. So how did the brainstorming process take place?
We had lots of fights, especially for the theme. We were 5 against 1, and if you plan on publishing this anywhere, this goes out to Anirban because we always fought with him for the theme.
Okay.
And we would never come to a conclusion. Finally, we all had to sit down, probably give him a couple of drinks, and then we'd all come to a conclusion. There's nothing.
How did you all go about with,
So we tried to create a lot of buzz for our friends in other campuses.
Okay.
So we did that, and that's all I can recollect actually right now.
Okay.
So it's quite some time back.
That's fine. So did you follow NEEV 2011?
I did. In fact, SK was kept us informed about everything that was happening there in terms of the kind of sponsors and the events, and I've seen pictures. It was quite huge. So I think NEEV 2011 was quite a big success.
It was. But how do you think about the whole theme and the events that we organized?
Right now, I mean, 2012 at least, if I have to talk about, I love the buzz that you're creating, and I love the theme song. I've been following you guys, so far so good. I'm hoping it shapes up as well as it is.
So you think by us connecting with all the NEEV alumni members through Facebook has been quite good?
Absolutely. I mean, that's the only way I get to know about NEEV 2012. Otherwise, I wouldn't have seen so much of it. I wouldn't have seen the kind of work that you guys are doing. So
do you
good
think
initiative.
Improve any other way, or
not really? Take it forward. I mean, you guys will learn as you go ahead, but good initiative. Really like that. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me some of the funny moments or things that you.
Oh, we've had lots, especially during the interviews, wherein the guys would always want to take the pretty girls interviews and so on and so forth. So we would always. So they would actually look into their Facebook profiles and see which girl is pretty, which is not, and we would do our scheduling that way. So we were quite supportive.
Same practice. So I'm sure you had a lot of fun during the whole
interview process. Yeah, that was the best time because interviewing, and it's people called it mini roadies. And
did you also have a fourth round with stress?
Yeah, that was the highlight of NEEV stress round.
Okay.
So that was. And we made sure that we got people who would take those rounds.
So you always had that as a tradition.
Absolutely, and I hated mine when I had to do that. So it was the worst thing.
Yes, tell me about how was your Subbu personally, but Subbu
for NEEV. So Subbu, it would so happen that we would go with an idea, he would shoot that down, have his own idea, but we would still go with our idea, and he would forget what his idea was. So that helped us. So that's how we dealt with him, and then he was quite supportive towards the end of it. He did help us with a couple of things.
Yeah,
that's so good.
That's nice. Well, thank you so much
for
sharing.
And all the best.
Thank you so much.
I'm sure you guys will do really well.
Thank you.
Thank you.